Okay, we're going to now look at our angled pigeon. So pigeon is a great stretch for our glutes, lower back, all that sort of stuff, really great for loosening it. But a lot of people find it really difficult to get into the correct position. So we're going to show you that angled pigeon, so there's a great variation. Adds in a little bit of a bonus because we get a really great stretch in the hip flexor. So what we want to do is we're going to bench on our 45 and place our foot down on the seat. Make sure our feet are a little bit clean. You don't take your shoes off, or if you've got clean shoes on. You're going to run that shin across the bench and stick that back leg nice and far out. Now, there's all my weight's sitting here on my hip, and that's pushing down on my glute and this back hip flexor, so that's really, really good. That's where I'm getting the stretch. So we can sit here in this position. We want to be nice and upright. That extends that hip flexor, adds more weight down. Dropping down brings the weight forward into the glute, so you can probably sit in a couple of different positions. Okay, then we're going to go to our dynamic one, okay, which is where we want to try to hold ourselves out, chest down, rock forward, back, forward, back. So we're actually getting through that hip flexor, through that glute, and adding to that. We want to make sure that we don't have too much of our glute on the bench, so then I haven't got the weight that's going to add to increasing that mobility and range in it, because we need tension on the muscle to pull, 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 and allow us to develop the strength in that muscle in the lengthened position, so that we can then take it to new lengthened positions. So it's just that shin running pretty square with my chest, so there's really only about my knee on there, and that weight is sinking down in through that hip and that glute. Okay, so this big hip flexor, that's going to help lengthen that for some of our other moves like our split squats and all that, and our glute mobility for there. For our squats, just lower back health and all that sort of stuff. So that's our angled pigeon. Have a look for our other videos. When we get more increase in our mobility, we can lower the angle down. So actually just lower the bench till we get flat. Then we're doing our flat pigeon on here, or we can then go to the ground, which obviously adds a lot more increase and a little bit different mobility through there. So that is our angled pigeon.